In this video, we want to look at how to find missing angles in a polygon. Alright, so we have a four-sided polygon over here, and then the question demands that we find the answer for x. Okay, so if you have a question like this, how will you go around solving this particular question? Now, the first thing we need to do is to know the sum of the interior angles of this particular polygon. Is it 180? Is it 360? Is it 540? We don't know. Okay, so the first thing we do over here is to first of all know the sum of the interior angles of this particular polygon. Now, to know the sum of the interior angles of the polygon, we use the formula n minus 2 multiplied by 180, where n is the number of vertices that the polygon has. In this case, or the corners. So in this case, it has 1. Let me use a different color so that you see. Well, let me use red. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it has 4 corners or vertices, and that is what we are referring to as the value for n. So in this case, since it is 4, we have 4 minus 2 over here multiplied by 180, and then that will give us 2. 4 minus 2 is 2 multiplied by 180 degrees, and then this will give us 360 degrees as our answer. So it means that if we add everything in the polygon over here, it should be equal to 360 degrees. All right, so now that we know that basics, let's go ahead and find the value for x. So to find the value of x, we add all the angles including x, and we equate it to 360. So here we have 135 plus 60 plus 50 plus x is equal to 360. Okay, so if we add 135 plus 60 plus 50, we are going to get 245. So if we add everything here, we get 245 plus x is equal to 360. Okay, so from here, all we need to do is to group items and make our x stand alone. So by doing that, we have x here is equal to 360. Now we send the 245 to the other side of the equal to sign, so it becomes minus 245. All right, so to find the value of x, all we have to do is to do the subtraction. So 360 minus 245 will give us an angle of 115 degrees as the value of x. So the value of x over here is 115 degrees. So this is how we solve these particular problems, or problems involving finding a missing angle in a regular polygon. I said the first thing you need to do is to find the sum of the interior angles of the polygon, and then after that you equate everything in the polygon to that particular value. Okay, all right, so if that is true, then let's go ahead and look at another example that we have over here. So in this example, I have a triangle in this case. Okay, so a triangle drawn like this, and then I have this value, this line over here, and then I have 60 degrees over here, then the top over here is x, and then the angle over here, nothing is over here. Okay, no value has been given, so we need to find the value of x. So like I said, the first thing we need to do is to find the sum of the interior angles for this particular polygon. Okay, in this case it has 3 vertices, okay, or 3 sides. So what we are going to do is we have n minus 2 multiplied by 180, and the n over here is 3. N is equal to 3 since it is a 3-sided figure. So we have 3 minus 2 multiplied by 180, this will give me 1 multiplied by 180. 3 minus 2 is 1, so this is equal to 180 degrees. So it means I will have to equate everything here in the triangle to 180 degrees. Now when we have a triangle where we have this line, these two lines crossing two sides of the triangle, it means that the angles opposite to those lines, which in this case this one is pointing towards here, this one is pointing towards the x, it means those angles are the same. Now if those angles are the same and here is x, it means this side is also x degrees over here. So to find the value of x, I have 60 degrees, which is what I have over here, plus the first x in white over here, and then plus the second one over here, okay, which we made from the deduction saying these two lines implies that those two angles are the same, and so we equate everything to 180. So in this case we still have our 60 here, plus x will give me 2x, and this is equal to 180. So I have my 2x over here, and this will be equal to, I will move the 60 to the other side of the equal to sign, so I have 180 minus 60, and so therefore the value of 2x is equal to 180 minus 60, and this will give me 120. Okay, so if I divide both sides by 2 so that I get the value of x alone, the 2 will cancel the 2, my x will be equal to 60 degrees over here. So it means the value of x over here is 60, and then the same thing for the angle over here, it is also 60 degrees. All right, so let's have a look at another problem. So let me quickly erase everything I have over here. Okay, so I have another diagram. Okay, so I'll try to draw it to the best of my ability. Okay, something like this. Okay, very good. So I have the angle over here is 120, and then this is like this, this is also like this. Okay, the angle over here is x, and then the one over here is 107. Okay, now mind you, the line over here is a straight line, okay, where I have this small box over here. This is a straight line, so the small box over here implies that those two angles are 90 degrees. So whenever you have a polygon and you see this sign or shape, okay, it means that the angle over there is 90 degrees. Okay, this is what this particular one means. All right, so the first thing we need to do over here is to identify the number of vertices that we have. In this case I have 1, or let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 5. So my value of n is what? 5. So I have to find the sum of the interior angles of this polygon with 5 sides. So the formula is n minus 2 multiplied by 180, and this is equal to my n, we said it is 5 because the polygon has 5 sides, then minus 2 multiplied by 180. Now 5 minus 2 will give me 3 multiplied by 180, and then 3 multiplied by 180 will give me the value of 540. So it means everything in this particular polygon add up to 540 degrees. All right, so if that is true, then let's go ahead and find the value for x. So it means that I'll add everything, 120 plus the 90 at the top over here, plus the second 90 at the bottom over here, plus the value of my x, okay, then plus 107, and this is equal to 540. Okay, so if I add 120 plus 90 plus another 90 plus 107, I'm going to get 407. So if I add everything over here, I'll get 407 plus x is equal to 540. So to find the value of x, I move the 407 to the other side of the equal to sign. So I will have 540 over here. I will still maintain this value, and then I send the 405 over here to this side, so it becomes negative 407. So the value of x over here will now be equal to 540 minus 407. Okay, and this will give me 133 degrees as the value for x. So therefore, it means that the value of my x over here, or the angle over here, is 133 degrees. Okay, so this is how we solve problems involving finding the missing angles in a regular polygon. Okay, now I have an example over here which I'm going to just draw and give as homework. So if you've watched the video up until this point, attempt the homework and then write your answer in the comment section. So I have a shape that looks like this, goes like this, up, up, and then this. Okay, so let me use different colors so that we can easily spot them. So the angle at the top over here is 122. The one in the corner over here is 130. The one over here as well is also 130. The one at the bottom over here is 128. The one over here is 138. The one over here is the x that we are supposed to find, and then the one at the top over here is 130. Okay, so this is your homework. Find the value of x. So like I already said, the first thing you need to do is to find the sum of the interior angles of this polygon. This particular polygon has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it has 7 vertices. If you insert it into this formula, you are going to get 7 minus 2, which is 5, and then 5 multiplied by 180 will give you a particular value. So you equate everything in the shape over here to that particular answer, and then you find the value for x. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.